Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Koma. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've decided to come back to YouTube. I mean, was I even ever on YouTube? I think I posted one video, a few shorts. I had a few thousand views, and somewhere in my mind, I assumed I was a YouTuber, but apparently I'm not. So I've decided to come back to YouTube as a form of accountability. One second, let me make sure I'm still in frame. I don't know how you guys do this, but I am screen sharing to my TV, and the glare of the sun is not really helping me. So I don't really know if I'm in frame. Hopefully, I am in frame. Actually, let me check one more time. I don't want to have to redo this video. If I lean back, I think it should be fine. Yeah, looks like it's fine. Anyway, I've come back to YouTube. I've come to YouTube as a form of accountability. This year needs to be an amazing chef's kiss year. Not like I don't have great years, but I am intentional about making sure this year is absolutely exceptional. And I've decided to do what I have so intelligently called the great lock-in of 2026. Yes, it's February. Yes, I've missed a whole month, but it's never too late to start. Okay? So last night I wrote a few areas of my life that I wanted to lock in at to take myself from where I currently am to where I want to be, just by way of if it makes sense or in case you need this context. I'm a 27-year-old woman that has been living in London for almost 4 years. I think I moved here when I was 23, a month before I turned 24, just to give you some context in case it helps. So there are like 6 areas of my life that I think I need help in. I've written them down actually. And these 6 areas are the areas you guys are going to give me accountability on in the next year. So before December 2026, I need to ignore my messages. Am I the only one that texts myself stuff to remind myself? I need to have covered. One second, this is a bit hard. Work. This is the key area of my life that I need to absolutely level up in. I work in renewable energy. I did not study energy. I am not an engineer. So obviously, every day at work is a new challenge and a new thing for me. And I want to end this year feeling more like an expert at the work that I do, as opposed to always feeling like I'm playing catch up. I'm not bad. I'm not terrible, but I like to be great. Okay? The next thing is business. I never thought I was somebody that was big on business, but I recently had a business idea. Well, not recently, I was recently reminded of it by God. And I want to pick that up. So before the end of the year, I want to have registered my company, maybe a website, maybe build a portfolio of assets. I'm not yet comfortable to share what that business is, so I'm not going to share it, but business. The next thing is my finances. Anybody that knows me knows this is such a big thing for me. I've been talking about it consistently, constantly, not just because I want to make more money or be smarter about how I spend my money, but because I've realized I'm not very good at savings. I'm not very good at investments. I recently got like a mentor who's been quite useful in helping me out. You won't believe the amount of debt I found myself in because I wasn't a good steward of the credit cards that I was using. Not like I wasn't earning. I'm earning quite a bit. I just mismanage money essentially. And this year, that needs to end. I would like to end this year with a sizable emergency fund, a sizable like other saving pot funds, I don't even know what it's called, and possibly start thinking about investing and putting aside some money to buy myself a house in the UK. Yes, I said it. The next thing is content. I actually want to be serious at making content. So I've decided to make content that works for me as opposed to working against me. I don't want to have to pick separate filming days or do makeup on a separate day because I want to film. I'm about to go to church. Hopefully I'm not going to run late because I'm making this video. Hopefully, God, please. But I've decided to do things like filming on Sundays because I'm wearing makeup. I'm already ready to go to church, so I have no excuses. I just have to be ready like 40 minutes earlier or 30 minutes earlier to make this kind of videos. So that's something I've been trying to do. My health is another big thing for me. I feel like people take for granted how much good health impacts your psyche. I have been through I have been through the trenches with my health and my body in the last, shall I say, 2 months. And so I've been learning how to make juices. I've been eating more intentionally. I mean, I have lost a lot of weight, so it's helped. I moved from something like this to something like that. So I know the language of fitness, wellness. I think I need to move my mindset from doing everything to lose weight or to stay under my calories, instead to thinking long-term wellness and eating right and XYZ. So under health, should I put skincare or should skincare be separate? I'm going to put skincare separate. My skin goes up and down. Sometimes it looks like this, sometimes it looks like that. I need it to always look like this, okay? That one makes sense. And the next thing is my faith. I'm a Christian woman, and my faith is very important to me. What I have realized is I struggle sometimes with consistency, like praying every day, reading my Bible every day, or studying once a week. And that's something I really want to improve on this year. I really want to be committed and consistent with my faith, where I set aside time for my personal time. I pray, I fast, I worship. But what I would like is to be consistent with God, as opposed to making him an afterthought as to when I've done everything else. I want him to be number one or just as important as every other thing I'm doing. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. And the last thing I put here is recreation. Recreation for me is non-functional tasks. I feel like I mostly do functional tasks. Like if it's not something that will earn me money or something for church or something for business, I'm not doing it. I want to learn how to go somewhere for going somewhere's sake, watch a movie for watching a movie's sake. I think if I can nail this, it will greatly improve my mental health. Ignore my handwriting. My mental health, which struggles sometimes. So I think this is quite key. Now, one of the things that I get asked all the time by a few people when I give them my goals is like metrics. How are we going to track this? The way we're going to track work is if at the end of the year, I own a work stream. Or get a promotion. I'm going to try many different kinds of study methods. I've been on YouTube learning different kinds of study methods, how to soak up information, how to become a genius, how to learn things in 30 minutes instead of 2 hours, different learning techniques. And I'm going to tell you which works best, because a lot of my work has to do with learning, reading contracts, applying new information, adapting. So it means I'm currently or consistently in a cycle of learning, relearning, unlearning. It works for me because I think I have quite an academic brain and I do like academia. I've done quite well always at academia, so it works. But the pace sometimes is a bit tough for me to catch up. So I've been trying to watch videos on how to learn things quick and apply them even quicker. And I'm going to let you know which ones work. If they work, what I do, I've been using study music. It's been helpful. I'll let you know if it works or not. Maybe a few videos here and there on productivity. Business. I need to have registered my business and or found 3 investors. I already found 1. I need to find 3. How about that? I think 3 is a target that will stretch me, but it's also a useful target. Sorry, I'm looking this way to make sure I'm still in frame. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was actually filming. I wish I didn't stop the video. I don't know if I'm still in frame. Okay, guys, this is hard, but we need to finish. Finances. I want to build an emergency fund, a sizable one. I have one, but it's a bit of a joke. If there's a real emergency, you can't really solve a problem. And I want to save towards a house. I think that makes sense. Content, I would just like to post consistently either on YouTube or TikTok. Since we're on YouTube, let's say post at least twice a month. I think that's a bit better for me than every week. Health, feel better. I am the metric of my health. Feel better. Skincare, I want to go back to good, clear skin. Okay? Skincare is quite clear. With my faith, I want consistency in my word and prayer life. And recreation, I'm actually not quite sure. I don't actually know, Anyway, so if you have any suggestions for any of the things, I don't know if I'm in frame. I keep worrying about the frame. I'm going to leave it. If you have any suggestions for any of the things that I've just shared, any resources, you guys have to help me be accountable. Send them to me and share them with me. Please, I'm begging. If you're also on this journey of locking in 2026, maybe you should make me your bestie and maybe we should do this together. This is episode 1. There are other things I would like to share here. I thought I might go back to doing vlogs. I don't think I would do that because I don't want something that will take me too long to edit. So that's what I'm going to be doing on this channel. And talking about faith maybe once in a while, and talking about my life maybe once in a while. We'll see. So if you made it to this point in the video, I'm sorry it's been a bit up and down. Bear with me. Definitely give it a like and leave a comment and tell me what areas of your life you're working on. Share resources with me, send stuff my way. I found a few apps that have been helping me with my productivity. I will share them once I test them and they actually work. I'm not going to share something that doesn't work and is a waste of time and I don't have time to give. Anyway, before I start ranting, have a good day. Bye.